In the 1980s, I was invited to study with a professor at Princeton University to study meditation and different mind-body techniques. I found that it was remarkable and had applications and ways to benefit health that were unbelievable. And that set me off on the path.
Mind-body medicine says and is demonstrating that we have the capacity to make very profound changes in the way our body functions.
But there are deeper changes at the level of the tissues as well, so that changes in the soft tissues as well as bony tissue can ensue.
I've had a long-standing problem with my knee. The knees were sort of swollen, and I had a lot of pain. I'm a cardiologist, and I'm always looking for other ways to do things. So that's why I went, and I decided I'd be the guinea pig. I would see how it went so that I could refer patients if it seemed to be a modality that works, and it does.
You can use it like a laser of vibrating human energy, and that put through any type of a mass, whether it be a calcification, a scar, arthritic matter, anything like that, and it will dissipate it. It will break it down and enable the body to return back to its healthful state.
What was unusual was what he did, to watch my knee transform, to watch the skin pucker.
People cannot argue with physical changes.
I've reviewed the work of J.P. Farrell and have actually been present where participants in observational studies have had work done.
In 1978, I was in a car accident that put me in the hospital for 3 years. There was an accident in front of me. I stopped. Somebody hit me from behind. I got out, and a truck hit everybody, killed the lady in front of me. We both made the centerfold of the Daily News. My lower left leg was smashed, and most of the bone between my knee and my foot was thrown out of my leg. My dad is Dr. Stuart Cosgrove. He was at Columbia. He was the heart of diagnostic medicine. He put together a team of plastic surgeons, orthopedic surgeons. They put my leg back together.
After 12 years, my foot had been getting significantly smaller and less able to carry my weight, so I had a limp, and I really was not doing well. When I went to the doctors at Columbia or New York Hospital for Special Surgery, it was strictly, well, there's not much that can be done. You have a traumatized foot. Their only alternative was amputation.
Hippocrates said, first do no harm. So it always makes sense to begin with those approaches, like mind-body approaches, which are least likely to do harm.
They were talking to me about amputating from here down, and being part of a physician's family. Those were the guys that I thought knew what all the options were. I attribute the improvement I've gotten in my foot to the therapy I got. My left leg, which at one time had no calf muscle at all, being able to do this without any pain whatsoever is extraordinary. I can walk normal gait. I'm just getting stronger and stronger in walking.
I began to look at therapies that might hold out some hope for conditions where Western medicine wasn't terribly helpful.
The current research being done on the mind-matter interface has demonstrated unequivocally that the mind can affect matter. The mind can affect tissue in the body, soft tissue and hard tissue and bone and different things.
I was born with amniotic band syndrome. In my situation, it was a severe case, so I needed to have surgery. I've had about 30 to 35 surgeries. I would take pictures and look at my nose and look at how I looked in the mirror. And in the beginning, it was really thick and wide.
And there will be untold benefits to society in rehabilitation, treatment of disease, a reduction of inflammation, breakdown of scar tissue.
After he was done, he was like, touch your nose. And I touched it, and I was like, oh my God. I noticed right away that the sides of my nose, it felt a lot closer, because before my nose was a lot more wider. So I definitely felt the difference. It felt smoother. And I was able to tell that something was different here, which was definitely a positive thing for me. I felt a lot more confident, and I noticed that I felt better about myself. I would look in the mirror and I would say, wow, I look a lot better, and it made me feel good inside.
I've seen dramatic change in quality of life. We have an opportunity here to apply the principles of science to rigorously study some alternative modalities that will show results.
I trained at the University of Pennsylvania at Manhattan Eye, Ear and Throat Hospital, and I'm on faculty at Weill Cornell Medical Center. There is so much about healthcare and disease that we don't understand. It is so critical that we extract as much therapeutic benefit from all fields of endeavor as we possibly can.
I worked for the Office of Alternative Medicine at the National Institutes of Health since its inception in 1992. I'm prepared to use the state-of-the-art scientific equipment so we can understand more about what's happening and build an appropriate scientific foundation to move this whole field forward.
If we can harness these ineffable energies that are now measurable in the field of biophysics and harness them and bring them to bear in modern medicine.
They've gathered a large number of data on various medical cases that are truly astounding. And I'm excited to work with them to explore the energetics of the human being in health and healing.
The research evidence is there. The change in consciousness still needs to happen. This is a very important mission.
What I'm most interested in is how is this going to affect my patient? And I want to be part of advancing knowledge.
Wow, this is interesting stuff.
When I'm invited to play golf at Pebble Beach and somebody says, do you want to come? Do we need a cart? And I always say, yeah, we need a cart to hold the beer, not for me to be able to play.
It's my desire and my wish and my hope that we'll be able to replicate this, harness it, and have it available for everyone and be made available at hospitals.
Which is really my heart's desire and my mission in life, to accomplish science underlying the new medicine.
That most patients don't have the opportunity to hear from a physician or other healthcare professional that these techniques should be part of their care.
We believe we're in a unique position to allow for an integration that I have not seen anywhere else.
And I've developed what is significant to me, a calf muscle that before was just a straight line.
What was unusual was watch my knee transform.
I just wish that this could be available for other children and they can be blessed like I was.